Alright. Hopefully I am live and not muted. That's the good shit. Well, Twitch certainly seems to think I'm live. Bang. Up. No drop frames, always good. Ah, soap spuds, yes. That's good. I'm alive. I also have very little recollection of what I'm supposed to do next in the game. Yeah, point and clicks and adventures. Yeah, I hope I updated. I think I updated the go live and everything. Hopefully. Anyway, yeah. Last time we got shot a bunch of times. Right? Yes. The assassin guy tracked me down after I found a corpse, and I got George killed a lot. I got a lens for my trouble. I think that's where I'm at. I think it's that one. Yep, here I am. Okay, yep.
It was the lens that I'd found on Klausner's body.
Alright, yes. So we found a lens on his body and we did not give that up, which is good for us. Then we go talk to Nico, because I really cannot remember what I'm supposed to be doing next. I've been sort of been following all the points of this tapestry, and I can't remember which...
Hi. Come in.
Which one is next? If it's a bit too loud, let me know. It may just be loud on my end rather than, like, the game end?
Let's take another look at...
Yeah, let's look at this manuscript. It's been a month. Let's look at the manuscript again. I can sort of... Right, yes. So, we stole the tripod, we got the gem. That gave us clues. That's not a crystal ball, it's a lens. We got that. What is that statue in the mirror?
That's the face of the statue I saw at the Bull's Head.
Yes, the Bull's Head is where we died. A lot. A lot. So... Wow, I really have no idea what I'm supposed to do next. Let's,
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, buddy, sure. We'll be back soon. Alright, maybe the fortune-telling lady will know what I have to do next. Hey, lady! What's my next step? I don't know!
Hello, my handsome friend.
Do you like this lens?
Does this lens mean anything to you?
No.
No, it doesn't.
No, of course not, George. I think that's the only new thing I have.
Maybe not.
Oh wait, is that the Holy Grail? Is that what I got? I have the chalice.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Alright, Han. Malice Toaster, thank you for the follow. As I really try to figure out what was... This is why you don't stop playing point and clicks for a month, because you were thrown back in and you're like, what? Who? Where? Why? Right, yes, we did the stuff here in the villa. The stuff there. That's what we did last. We did all the stuff here. We already done the stuff there. And got the chalice out of it. That's what we got out of that. So, yeah, we went to the Mount Fasson. We went into the sewer beneath Mount Fasson. Back to the cafe. That's where I was. Rougerie. There's the police, and then there's the museum that I stole the tripod from. I'll go back to the museum first. Let's go back to our scene of one of the scenes of our crime. We've committed so many crimes in this game. Hey dudes, I stole your tripod!
Pardon me? Oui, monsieur? I hear your tripod was stolen.
Nothing travels faster than bad news. It is true. It happened last night. I always said that alarm was no good.
George, you shit, you're the one who stole it!
Does this lens mean anything to you?
Not a thing, monsieur.
That's fair.
Does this old cup mean anything to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
That's fair.
Thanks for your help.
Alright, let's talk to Mr. Creepo over here, who we gave fucking Nico's address to, because we are also a creep.
Hi, Andre.
Hey, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
Yeah.
It's a long story, but I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes, what is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin.
Right.
In occidenta sita est in ora mundi.
Thank goodness George is
The
filling
island of Britain.
filling me back in on this.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map.
Alright, buddy. Right, good. George filled me back in. That's right. When we went into the cave, there was the corpse, and then there was the strange penis map. And it had that Latin phrase on it. So, do you like my lens, buddy?
Does this lens mean anything to you?
Nothing.
That's fair.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions.
Sure, George, sure.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Can we look at the thing we stole? Because we're terrible.
The glass case was intact, but the tripod had been replaced by a sign reading, "Exhibit temporarily removed."
Yeah, by a thief. Okay. Oh, I recently learned last time that he
It was a
right?
thin-faced,
Yeah.
pallid guy with a questionable taste in outlandish clothes. My mother used to dress like that.
Yeah, if I right-click on things, I can look at them instead of acting with them. You know, the game never told me that, and it was vital for a puzzle last time, which was fun.
The attendant had an air of self-importance and the kind of steely eyes that never seemed to blink.
If you say so. Alright, I think where I've got to go, actually, is the church. I think I'm actually finally going to do something with this church. I think once you do the villa and Syria, the church finally opens up. This game is weird in that regard, in that it really does... I think it's, to not let you trap yourself without the right items. George, come on, bunny. Come on. Get in the church, buddy. To not let you trap you in a section without the right items, it basically doesn't let you do things in places until you've got them. Priest. So basically I had to do all that stuff to make this guy appear in the church. Hey, buddy.
Excuse me, Father.
No. You're excused.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
I noticed that the stained glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
This Nice, nice.
Is the right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
Genius, eh?
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Fuck all, buddy.
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
History, who needs it?
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
Just a touch, just a touch.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah, oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that.
What you think of my cup, buddy?
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Oh, please, please, polish George's cups.
That would be
Absolutely.
very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
Distraction.
The statue had an... The statue had an...
It's not that. Oh. Nine boat. Thank you. Thank you for the resub. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do while he's polishing my cup.
I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Sure you were. Maybe I have to right-click on the statue. That would be funny.
A statue of a knight.
Oh my
holding a
God!
staff and a scroll.
I did! I had to right-click on that night. Ugh, okay. Oh my God. Game, you can't keep doing this right-click thing without telling me, you butt.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbis. A bit of a stained glass window. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
No, I know exactly what we have to do on this. I had to look at it to find the scroll so that I could then use this on the scroll.
The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove.
A good thing that statue is still there.
Hey! A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
I love a date.
Let me see. M-C...
That's Latin, that is.
C... X-I-V.
That's the
That's
next,
1314.
next Final Fantasy game. We've gone all the way to 1314 already. So... I guess that's all we... Is that all we do with it? Is this all we do with it?
A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date.
I guess that's all we do with that. Hey, give me my cup back, buddy.
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It's
It was
13,
not
14,
writing.
yeah.
My mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner.
Whoa.
That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Good shit. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy 13, 14. We skipped all the way from 13, 3 to here.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a
Why
man
would you
burning
tell
at the
him
stake?
that?
The Burning Man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens.
How did other people see it then, George? Think it through, buddy.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a
Oh,
sin,
we've
monsieur.
already
It is a fine example.
we already had that conversation. Ooh, that's nice. Let me have a look at that.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Bye.
It was hard to believe it was the same chalice. Now the light gleamed off its perfect surface.
Nice. Alright, well, he said that it looked like something at this tomb, right? In the far corner? Let's go. Go.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos
Oh,
family.
you already noticed it now?
The last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap.
I don't.
The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Sure, buddy. Sure, alright.
The tomb of Don... I couldn't wait to tell the Countess. I'd have to find out what the chalice was for first, though.
Okay, I have to find out what the chalice is for. Okay, is that all I have to do here?
Okay,
Oh, okay.
let's have another look at those references. Psalms
Oh,
32:7,
no.
John 4:11,
No.
Corinthians 1. The chalice of... I would-
Yep. Alright.
I didn't have time.
I don't want you to sit around. I want you to leave. Oh my god. There we go. Finding the space on the screen that wasn't these pews to try and move them. Alright, so I guess we just have to go... Will it let me go? I mean, it seemed like he's not gonna let me go to the Countess yet, because... It seems like he's like, no, we have to find out what the chalice is for first. Actually, let's talk to the priest. Maybe he knows about those verses. Hi, Undead Scoby. Welcome back to Broken Sword, where I
Hello
have
again,
no
Father.
idea what I'm doing.
Bonjour, monsieur.
No, okay, he doesn't want to know about the verses.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Alright. Yeah, I'll try to go to the villa, but I don't think it's gonna let me. I think I actually have to take the chalice to Andre, now that it's been all polished up. I think he now has something to say about it. Because he knows his shit, apparently. grayed out, won't let me go back and shit. If at all, to be honest. I never know with this game. Yeah, welcome back to that, Indiscriminately. I mean, I have already criticized this game with its whole... The right-click thing has come up, and now that I know it's a thing, it's nowhere near as difficult to figure out what to do, because I now know I can right-click on shit, but... The thing about this game is it has a lot of the problems... yeah, buddy.
Hello.
Hello, Georgie. I'll talk about what I think about this game after we show... I guess we show him that?
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
Hey.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
What a coincidence.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Alright, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a dialogue option before, so did that only appear after I went and talked to the priest? Sometimes this game's a bit weird about that.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base.
Oh no.
He claimed it looked like blood.
Oh phew, just blood,
Blood?
okay.
That's right.
I figured someone got a little bit too happy about that statue. Thank God it was just blood.
What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion
Oh,
vessel.
okay, so
You sure know?
he's just gonna say that again. Okay, so that option wasn't there before, but I think it's given us a new location.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Anyway, as I was saying before, the dialogue option is Broken Sword has a lot of the problems that were basically pervasive of the point-and-click genre back then. Sort of weird, obtuse puzzles, sort of not really explaining clicking. Like, I think old point-and-clicks did use the left and right quite often, it's just if you haven't played one in a long time, they've moved away from that because it's a terrible way to do things. Let's go to the site to Baphomet. And just a lot of the problems with it are... I guess not so much staples of the genre, but definitely were staples of the genre back then. And to make these games last.
Could you help me? What is it? I've got a few questions.
Do we? Do we? He is covered in custard.
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoked so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
George, stop being a
Merci.
dick.
Vive l'indifférence.
I like how so many people just give George as much shit back as he gives, you know?
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean, when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps tomorrow too?
Alright.
Okay, let me put things differently. What were you hired to do here?
Fuck
I
all.
was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
Yeah.
What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Most people just say Dan Brown nowadays, I guess.
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but là...
You couldn't be bothered to join.
Right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
Really? Tell me more.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Yeah.
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Yeah, that's true. I know archaeologists, none of them dress like that.
Girls, as long as they pay me.
That's fair enough, buddy. Do you want to
Have
tell
you ever
us?
seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion chalice. I know, you know, I used to be an altar boy.
You?
Yes, me. What's so funny about that?
Nothing.
Don't be a dick, George. But yeah, we went through all that stuff last time to get that lens, to put it in a scroll, to get a clue
Be seeing you.
that leads somewhere eventually, I guess? We still haven't figured out where that clue goes, so, Ooh, let me... Right, yeah, there we go. I should remember to save more often. I know how to come up with funny names, I'm not very good at that. Yeah, woo. Alright, right. Down the stairs we go. We want to see the statue of Baphomet. Let's not get George killed. Again. Again. And again. Hey, security guard. Hey, buddy.
Hi? Excuse me?
No.
Oui?
Who are you and why are you here, buddy?
So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy. I just didn't realize you were a guard.
Really?
I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
No.
That's a secret.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
no-
happen
no
to be
shit.
an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
Sure.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Fuck
There
all,
was
buddy.
a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Fuck off,
Nothing.
mate.
nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like, how could we possibly have known this guy standing guard in a guard uniform was a guard? That's just, it's not logical.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him.
What goodwill? George, you're a shit.
I thought better of showing him the chalice. He might be on the
I've
conspiracy's
got
payroll, and I didn't want to risk
chills.
it.
They're multiplying.
You have...
A
Chills.
sudden urge to
Yes!
sing. Care to join me?
No, no singing in here.
Aww. Have I already started singing? Ooh.
I was gonna have to get rid of this thing. It was dead.
Oh, we finally used that on the assassin, and I was very happy about that. But it's dead now. Okay.
Have you seen this man before?
Oh,
You have.
no.
Ooh. Have you? Do you like this?
I've got a red
nose?
nose.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh.
Do you recognize this name?
Merlin. No.
Is that my sewer key?
This gadget is a sewer key.
Yes.
So it is.
Yeah, it is.
I got this plaster from Ireland.
Not an exciting souvenir.
I think it's a great souvenir.
Look, a tissue stained with grease paint.
Ah, just what I've always wanted. If you give me that, you can enter through the door.
No.
Really?
No.
Of course not. What would I want with an old tissue?
Right? Don't be an idiot. Alright.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Oh, phone. Hello. Let's phone Nico.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door.
George is a
The
very
first
excited
can look after
MacGyver.
itself.
Yeah, let's phone Nico.
Hi, Nico?
Georges, what have you discovered?
Fuck all.
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is something wrong?
No.
Georges, why are you calling me?
Oh, no reason. I just wanted to hear your voice.
You did. Well, this is my boyfriend. Don't bother me. I'm busy.
Oh,
Oh! Burned! Poor George. I got him to creep on her and then she goddamn verbally kicked his ass. Love it. Alright, door, okay.
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door is locked, monsieur.
Yeah, George just got told.
The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Okay. And over here. Yeah, maybe we
Yep,
can...
that was definitely debris.
Yeah.
I couldn't see any use for a collection of dirt and half bricks.
Oh, George, you just don't have a big enough imagination. Okay, I think I can speak to this guy to get the key for that door. Because George needs to piss.
hi again.
What is it?
Yeah, there we go.
Trying to get into a locked washroom. I had the strongest feeling of
Right,
deja vu.
we did
I'd
that
like to
last
use the
time.
washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Yeah, I thought this was a thing you could do, just like get the key off this asshole. Do you like my
Here's
set
the
of
keys. Thanks.
Oh, I can give them
Merci.
back. Okay. No, give me the keys. Give me the keys.
I need to use the...
Again? Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
I never moved from in front of you, buddy. You know I didn't use that toilet.
Talk to
Au revoir, monsieur.
Alright, now, as always, key on door. I wish a lot of games do that, where you have to use the item on it. And I feel like a lot more games would be better served if they actually just, once you have the item, you can then open the door, you know? Yes, that's more difficult to code, I would guess, though.
I didn't want to use that unless I really had to.
Do it! Pick it up, George! Yes! Steal that soap! Yeah, right? When the Rage Against protagonists, like, just cart around useless shit like plaster from Ireland, and then they're like, half bricks, I don't need that shit.
It was the bar of soap I'd stolen from the washroom of the excavation site.
It sure is.
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
What that? Yeah, you dry your
I could
hands,
have
buddy.
climbed onto the sink, prized the ventilator cover loose, wedged myself into the tiny hole, smashed the far cover out, and plunged headfirst into the next room. Or I could just go through the door like a sane person.
I wasn't really demanding you do that, George. I just wanted you to look at the grate. Don't be a shit, George.
I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate.
Ah, George, buddy, there could be anything in there. Don't you know anything about being a detective?
Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause.
Really? We vandalized it without, like, any cause. We just did it because we might need a toilet chain.
Being in a charming
yeah.
At least, the thing felt really hot. Big demands seemed to be being made on it.
Fond memories. Ooh, hello.
Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them.
Buddy, you've got a sewer key in there. And a shovel isn't that much bigger than a sewer key, buddy. I mean, look at this shit. I mean, really.
The shovel used to feed the furnace was stuck into the pile of coal.
There's a lot of garbage in this room.
There was a big old boiler used for heating the building.
What if all I needed to get in here for was the soap? That would be kinda hilarious. Okay, there's a set of keys,
On
right?
the keyring was a big old
Oh.
key that looked like it might fit the excavation door.
Okay. So I need to keep the keys, but I'm guessing if I went out and tried to leave... I'll do that, because I'll show that shit off. I'm guessing he'll want the keys back.
Hey, monsieur, don't go with my keys.
I'll go in your keys if I want, buddy. Alright, let's sneak back into the bathroom. I'm not gonna give him his keys back. Oh, right. Fuck, right. Use key on door. Yeah, he can just take that shovel and whack the security guard over the head with it. I mean, I don't see any problem with that.
I didn't want any coal.
George, pick up the coal. Okay, right, I need to... I can't get out because he won't go through the grate. Yeah, use the half-bricks to beat him up. What's he gonna do? Bro, this is adventure game logic, so I gotta somehow keep the keys while giving him back the keys, so... Can I make an impression of them?
That is not a good idea.
Oh, no, right. So the soap was the only thing I've got in here, so... Yeah, there we go, okay. We make an
I
impression.
made an impression of the big key in the cake of soap.
Yes, and then we fill it with plaster. I know how adventure games work. No, this game doesn't let you lock yourself out of progress. It is
I carefully
very...
sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
It actually does a lot of stuff to make sure you don't. I was telling you this earlier, but yeah, it very much lets you not progress in certain things until you've been other places by taking people away, like the clown that had to get used to get rid of the policeman, and the priest doesn't appear in the church. And yeah, it's absolutely a very good thing. I hate King's Quest games that let you fuck yourself over. Like, you do something early on in the game, and 5 hours later you're stuck because you don't have the item you need because you already used it. It is a very good thing. Now I have to make this wet. But it does lead to some really awkward storiness. Like, suddenly there's just a priest there, and... Yeah, definitely leads to locations where you're like, I can't do anything here yet. And that was basically the old adventure game problem. You either had to very railroad people to make sure they couldn't lock themselves out of progress.
It had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful.
I get it, George.
Maybe I could improve the key as well.
I get it, George. Yes, you either had to really linearize people, or you just did the King's Quest thing and you just let people fuck up and die a lot. So I very much prefer this approach to it, the linear approach. No, that's
It
not,
was the soggy tissue.
that's not what I wanted. I wanted the keys, put it in the coal. Let's put it in the boiler? Let's do that to it.
No way.
I really don't know what you want me to do with this key, George. How do I make it look like metal? I have to, like... Oh! I have to coat it in paint, don't I? Right. Okay, right, so I have to go... So I'm gonna have to get these keys back, which is gonna be a pain in the butt, right? Right, there's a painter outside. Of course I have to use the painter. Have the keys, buddy.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
He is gonna think I have such a bad problem. And it's true, I mean, I do. Yes, a lot of the Sierra games are like a list of adventure game worst practices. Absolutely. For all the shit I give this game, at least it cannot... I mean, it does kill me. And it doesn't auto-save, which is fun and reminds me I should just keep saving. Just, you know, keep saving. paint that key red. But it has obtuse puzzles, not great controls, and you cannot run anywhere. I really wish it was a run button. But yes, it doesn't fuck me over. Alright. Your paint can. No?
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
You're not using it?
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah.
Well, shit.
Hi, it's me again.
Is it?
What now?
Do you like my key?
I made this key out of plaster.
How thrilling! How clever! How pointless.
That's just fair. Okay, I totally have to dip this key in the paint, but I need to...
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Get rid of him. And yeah, punishing players who they couldn't possibly know in a first round is definitely a Sierra thing. And it's why I always like the LucasArts no-death games, because even though deaths are always fucking hilarious, they are a pain in the ass when games don't autosave. Probably a lot less punishing now when games do. Oh.
Hey, you! Get away from my dumpster.
But I want the dumpster. Okay, I need to get rid of him. I have no clue how to do that. I don't think I need to go away from here. Would you like to see all my shit, buddy?
Hi, it's me again.
Did I already show him all my shit? I
What
can't remember.
now?
Do you like a cup?
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yes, it's a communion
Right,
chalice.
yes,
Ah,
yes, yes.
You?
Yes, me. What's
Right.
so funny about that?
Yes. Yep. Skip through that. Do you like my
I've
sewer
got a
key?
soup-
I used to.
Oh? What happened?
I had a cigarette break in a pocket of methane. A manhole cover landed on the other side of the Seine and I was sacked.
I mean, that's fair, right?
Be seeing you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, I never did look at this pot paint. Let's have a look. Oh, he's like, fuck off, don't use it. Alright. Yeah, don't mess
Hey.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint
Yes, I'm
pot.
sorry.
What?
I'm meddling with your paint pot, dude. Calm down.
Gunmetal paint.
Yes.
Interesting.
Definitely, that is what I need to use to make it look like a real key. But I have to get rid of... All the accents of this game are real bad, by the way. Like, all of them. All of them are stereotypes, so unfortunately it's just something you have to get used to. Every single one of them, it's just because we're in Paris at the minute. Every single accent is terrible, including all the American ones. Sacre bleu! It is one of the unfortunate things about the game. I think they were going for, like, I think it was a deliberate choice to have all the accents be terrible. Whether that's a good or a bad choice, it's really up to you. It's certainly something. I kind of forgot how bad all the accents in this game deliberately were. Maybe he wants to distract the painter. Can you distract the painter for me while I steal your key?
What is it?
No, let's just get
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Anyone want to see George get dunked on by Nico again? Let's do it. I don't know what to do.
Couleur.
Hi, Nico. It's me.
Oh!
I'm at the excavation site.
Okay.
Goodbye, George.
No, wait a minute. I need your help.
What kind of help? I told you I'm busy.
This will only take a few minutes, I promise.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him.
Alright, apparently that's what I need to do. Okay. I mean, there was really only a limited number of things I could do, I guess, around here. And I definitely didn't have to go away to get rid of the painter. I knew that. But, I guess it's just telling me he has a phone call.
Hi, it's me again.
What now?
You've got a phone call.
For me? Are you certain?
It's a
Yeah.
woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? You must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she
Alright.
asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Okay. Okay, George, please try to...
Sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her unk.
Oh, George, you need to try and sell this better, buddy. Okay, okay, now I can make that.
The plaster key had soaked up the paint nicely, and now looked pretty convincing. Still felt like plaster, though.
Okay, so still more I need to do with the key. Okay. Yeah, you can never buy... You can't just buy paint. That's ridiculous. No. We don't have time to go and buy some paint. We'd have to source it.
Well, monsieur, what a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Okay, so we can't distract the painter again. Yeah, if it's stupid and it works, it's still stupid and you got lucky, and says George. Oh. I didn't notice that before. Hello. This is a lot of
Couldn't
pixel
imagine
hunting.
what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
I don't know, what is that?
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator.
Okay.
The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall.
Can I now?
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial.
I mean, it's a point-and-click adventure game. Don't you just want to, like, you know, turn a dial? It's like, I was watching Super Great Friend play through Omicron, and I love his videos. Everyone should watch Super Great Friend. Absolutely. Free plug right here.
Hi,
And
What
it
is
was
it?
like Omicron wouldn't let him flip the switch he needed to flip because he was like, I don't know what it'll do. And it's like, why not just let me flip the switch?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Yeah, Omicron is definitely incredible. That just really reminded me of it. Like, George would be like, I don't want to press the button. And I'm like, oh my god, George, press the button, you asshole. Give him
I
the
need
keys.
to use the toilet again.
Sure I do.
Again?
Sure I do.
Already?
I have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Okay, do you think...
Never mind.
Yeah, give me the key. Do you think I can turn the thermostat now? Like, do you think that is now something I can do?
Talk
Let's
to you
see.
later.
Au revoir.
Can I now turn it down? There we go! See?
I turned the heating off.
You had to do some bullshit, and then it. Okay, now he's cold. Oh, okay, he's put gloves on. Okay, right, that's fair. Oh no, wait. Key on. I probably need to swap them over in a different room. Okay, so now I need to... Yeah, swap him. So now he's got gloves on, he won't be able to feel that it's plaster.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Okay, good, okay.
It was the key to the
Okay, good. So now I give him the keys. See, I cannot believe you cannot use the thermostat until you talk to him about the thermostat, and then you can use the thermostat. Why do I need to do that? I like... It's like when I play the new Salmon Maxes, or the relatively new Salmon Maxes, and it lets you do stuff before you know you should be doing it. That's good point and click. Not letting you do things until you know, like, talk to someone about it is actually bad. It's bad design. It's not good. Why did I have to talk to the guard before
What
I could
is
turn
it?
the thermostat
I
on?
held my breath.
Why
and
couldn't I
hoped
just
that he
turn it
wouldn't
down?
notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
And that is the problem with a lot of old point and clicks, and it is a lot of them did that. It's very... The thing about Broken Sword is I do enjoy it. but a lot of its problems are a lot of the problems these old games do. Yeah, you gotta set that flag that lets me do it. Anyway, I have a key. Oh my god, we have to get rid of the guard. Do we distract him in exactly the same way? Do we get Nico to call him? Yes, let's do it. Let's get Nico to call the guard. She is our personal...
Hi, Nico.
Just-
It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
She's so
What did
pissed
you
off at
say
him.
to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, George.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
There we go.
Okay, I'll call back soon.
Oh, I should, when the game gives me a chance, I should, save as well. Yeah, Nico has no time for this shit whatsoever.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the thing. The whole point-and-click
Who is it?
adventure
How
games.
should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Don't be gross.
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse?
George!
You refuse?
George!
I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around?
George, go
I
down!
have a highly responsible job. Pah, don't pah me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning
George, she's
Instead of which
distracted!
they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you.
George, just go,
All
buddy!
epaulette and no brains.
what? Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Yeah, we gotta stay and listen to all this. Finally, George goes. But yeah, the point-and-click genre definitely had a lot of... I don't want to say inbuilt problems, because a lot of these problems are avoidable, and a lot of later games did get around this, but... You had to make a game that had all these assets, it took a lot of money, and you didn't want people to be able to beat it in, like, a rental. So you put in a few really obtuse puzzles so that you didn't have to... So that people would spend, like, 10 hours on it instead of 2. I'm gonna save. Philipit was a pretty good name. Fight. Alright, let's have a look at that excavation site.
Couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
Ah, just like those half bricks, George. Come on, buddy, you know what to do with them. Where can I walk to? But yeah, I definitely think as much shit as we've been giving it occasionally for being annoying, I do think Broken Sword is one of the, it's one of the classics for a reason. But yeah, George is a shit. A lot of old... Ooh, hello. A bit creepy.
No, thanks. I think I'm carrying enough junk.
A lot of old point-and-clicks also had this thing where the protagonist had to be an asshole. Just because. Because...
Close up.
I guess that's funny.
The pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point. A kind of focus to one side.
But yeah, I think people were like, sarcastic humor is kind of easy and fun to write. So that's what they went for.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
I definitely very much, like, even... like, a lot of the ones I've played, I really like Simon the Sorcerer, and the protagonist in that one is a total jerk. But at least they kind of lean into that. Simon is a teenage gamer nerd. He's exactly like all the teenage gamer nerds I knew. Total dicks. It resonates a lot more than George's. I'm just gonna be a dick because I'm a dick. What do I want to do with? I've never played
In the middle of the
Depona.
floor was a weird mosaic, all swirling and distorted.
Okay. Oh, it's distorted. Do I use? Is this where our chalice comes in?
It was
Nope,
hard
nope.
It was hard to believe.
Clicking on the wrong button. There we go. Left. There? Yes, the Sam and Max works because they're kind of hilariously over the top, and there's a lot of pun work in Sam and
There it
Max.
Decoded by
Oh.
the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
If you say so, buddy.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
there was
music
a
sting is
distorted
very
picture of the
loud.
vomit site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
I think the big difference is Sam and Max is sort of consistently funny. This game is very hit and miss with humor. Some of the things I found really funny, some of it I've been like, oh. And the accents, which are definitely a deliberate humor choice, are really bad.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
Look at it now, Nico.
It's shiny.
I polished
Mr.
it.
Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No. You found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I know George just sort of very, very lounge right there. Okay, doesn't really seem like much I can
Let's
do.
take another look at the manuscript.
I really also wish this game let me click through bits I've seen before like this, like I'm moving over. A lot of newer games let you do that as well. Again, a lot of the problems with this game are because it is so old and it is very much a staple of the genre. It very much has all of the good and the bad points. Like, I'm enjoying the talking to people, solving the puzzles, all that sort of thing. But absolutely, there are a lot of problems with this game.
That's the lens I found on Klausner's body in the bull's head.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'm not having a terrible time apart from when it throws, like, the goat puzzle at me. I can solve a lot of it. I like the key bit, that was kind of fun. Even though the distract the painter was dumb. Yeah, there's nothing really new here.
That's the face of the statue I saw at the bull's head.
Yeah, I guess it was just a lot more fun to write main characters as snarky.
I guess I'd better return the chalice
okay.
to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Okay, now you're telling me what to do. Okay, I'm going to the villa, finally. Awesome. So yeah, I think it was just a lot more fun to write snarky in, because you get a lot of dialogue choices in a lot of these games. It was always fun to write a normal and then an asshole quote, which is why I kind of like Simon the Sorcerer, because every single dialogue choice is the asshole choice. Which kind of just makes it fun. I'm not really sure you're supposed to, like... George is really weird, because sometimes he's normal and sometimes he's not. I think Vickers put it best when we were talking about it after. Sometimes this game has a bit of a tone problem. And I think that's also a case for a lot of the point and clicks, is there's this disconnect between their snarky assholeness and then the fact that
I've been
George is
planning
trying
to return
to
the
solve a
chalice anyway,
murder.
But I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here.
Like, why would
Villa
a
de Vasconcelos was as
snarky
picturesque
asshole
as
try to solve a
The
murder?
weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose.
See? Why is there any need to be mean here, George?
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
I also highly recommend that Recipe, because Jack Orlando is a fucking asshole.
Robert, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
I mean,
It's okay, I know the way.
at least the good thing
Robert,
about,
I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I
That's
was
true.
impolite
You
on
really
our
don't.
first meeting.
you too.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
Alright. Yeah, at least in this game, sort of everyone else doesn't let George be a total dick to them. They're quite happy to be like, no, you're a dick, and I'm gonna be a dick back, which is, you know, sometimes a lot better than a lot of online games where your protagonist is just a dick, and they're like, well, I better take that. At least George acknowledges that he was a dick, and he really doesn't need to be apologized to, you know? Think, no, you don't owe me an apology, I was a dick. Hey, lady.
Senor Stobart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
And at least George has never been an asshole.
The pleasure's all mine.
He's never been an asshole to this old lady.
Chalice.
He's actually been really nice to this old lady, so you know what George's type is.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No!
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
No, neither do
There are many
I.
stories of the knights secreting great
What are we
wealth
doing here?
away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
And that's fair.
There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
I tried, George! I tried! George, you didn't want to talk to the priest. I talked to the priest. Oh, George. George.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Hooray!
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city.
Wow, my inventory has gotten really, really small. Yeah, the most common book in the world.
I'll
Let's
look
just,
around if that's okay.
get a Bible.
My home is your home.
Ooh.
I shall remain here.
Does that mean we have to, like, nick shit? Are we nicking shit? Is this what we have to do? Do we have to steal things from this old lady?
It was way too warm to light the fire.
Alright, well, let's loot her house.
Now what the hell was I going to do with a hog's head?
Undead Scobie, this game will not let me go back to the hotel. If it did, I would totally go there and pick up a Bible.
I doubted the Templars had hidden anything in there.
Oh, George.
I didn't recognize any of the titles, apart from an ancient edition of Don Quixote.
So there's no Bible in there?
There was a bookcase, bureau kind of affair.
I guess not in here. I never did go in here. What's in here?
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
Okay, so nothing in there. Okay. Anything back here? She's gotta have a Bible. She's a Spanish noble, and she's very Christian. I think we just hid behind that before, right?
I wasn't gonna put on.
Maybe the gardener? Yeah, take a chess piece. Steal one of those chess pieces. I guess now he's talking to me, so maybe he'll tell me some shit. Hey, buddy.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
No.
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Ah, there we go.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it.
Oh, no.
Naturally, they denied the charge as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
Children? Oh, right,
They
yes.
were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden.
Right,
from
yeah,
them.
the kids were
You don't
taken.
suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre
Yes.
mia! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count
Okay.
on it.
Alright, so now I've got a dialogue choice for that. Okay, alright. I guess I have to go back to the Countess.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Alright.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobar.
Okay, back up to the Countess. Let's talk about the children. Over we go, George. Right, yeah, I remember, like, oh god, how long ago? A month and a week, doing this bit about the kids being taken away. Alright, up the stairs.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
the Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant? Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the De Vasconcelos are cursed.
That's fair.
I'll just have another look around.
Very
Oh.
well.
You know where there is a fucking Bible, though? I do vaguely remember that being there in the, mausoleum. George. George is, yeah. Yeah, I know where the Spanish nobles keep their Bible. It's in the mausoleum, because that's where you keep things, right? And to be sure, I don't actually know how we get to the mausoleum. Is it up here? We kind of got... There we go. We kind of got automatically taken to the mausoleum last time, so yeah. And then I solved a chess puzzle somehow, pretty much through sheer dumb luck, to be honest. Like, I got thrown into a chess puzzle and then had to, just sort of solve it. It wouldn't let me back out. It was kind of funny. The chess puzzle also assumed I knew how chess worked, which is an assumption I think a lot of games wouldn't make nowadays. There we go, Bible.
It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum.
Okay. What do I do with the Bible? Do I just keep it? Do I close the window?
I couldn't climb up there without breaking something.
No, I guess I can only use it on the window? I have to be able to use this to light the candle, right?
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
Can I light it?
I couldn't reach up there.
Right, I have to use the stick, but how do I light it with the stick? Hmm. I'm guessing I have to keep the window closed when I light that. I think that's just like the stick. Oh? Hmm. Have anything in my inventory I can use on this?
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
It was a rod with a cone and a hook on the end. I guessed it was for snuffing out the big candle in the chandelier.
Right, snuffing it out, okay. It's already snuffed out, so... Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Don't you find soggy tissues in the sewer all the time? Let's use it on our pole, right? Wait, what? And we then set it... Oh, okay. So we put the tissue on and we set the tissue on fire. Okay. And then light the candle. Okay. I did it as a joke because chat mentioned the tissue in the sewer. Nice candle, nerd. How long did we stand here? Candles take forever to go down like that. Did we just stand here for like 3 days?
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes.
No.
Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this.
Fine.
A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Fine, game. Fine. I will disagree with your bullshit.
The tissue was pretty charred, but the grease paint had done most of the burning.
Right, yeah, I had grease paint on it.
It was a smooth, intricately carved piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
Yeah, the writer was like, it's a special candle. It didn't take months to make. It's a special candle. Okay, where do I put this thing? Okay, so I got the Bible. He won't check the Bible on his own because, of course, he won't. Okay, let's go talk to the Countess, and she will probably tell me what's in the Bible, since I can't seem to check it on my own. And yeah, I'm gonna go show that piece of stone to the Countess as well. That seems like the logical thing to do. The candle burns real fast, don't think about it. He didn't stand there for like 3 hours and wait for it to burn down. Do pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Or are you going over there, George? Or more succinctly, ignore me! Yeah, Cosmic Afro, but that's hard to animate. Wait, actually, let me show this, you want to see this, right?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Do you know what this is?
No, senor. Is it some kind of key?
Yeah, I think it probably is.
Where did you get it?
It was hidden inside the big candle in the mausoleum.
And you burnt it? I wondered what the light was I saw through the window. My lady will be furious. The candle was centuries old.
Ah.
And yet it burned in minutes.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobar.
She won't be furious, it clearly was meant to be burned to open a key. It's a clue. She'll be really happy, I think, maybe. Potentially. Well, this, at least this episode's going a lot more smoothly than the last one where I got stuck for about 5 years, in Syria. I don't want to get banned from chat, from Twitch. I'm not repeating that, but yeah, you're totally right. You're yeah. That is exactly what those look like, and I will let YouTube guess what they think you said. Oh no! Oh, right, I can show them in the chat.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Bible.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
I stole it. It's mine now. George cannot read.
Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32.
Oh, thank
7.
God! I don't have to remember
Thou art
those.
my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is...
Yeah, I can read Pigland.
The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4.
Oh no, never liked
Here it
Corinthians.
is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the
That's
unicorn.
coherent.
The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no
Okay.
sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobart.
No,
Is
that's
there a well in the
fair.
grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time.
Yeah, that's how people got their
Lopez is the
water.
man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Will do. Yeah, rhinos run as unicorns in the middle. Yeah, does it? Yeah, sounds about right.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Maybe don't tell her we burned that.
What have you done to it?
We burned it.
I lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right.
Don't absolve George of any guilt. He's a shit. He burned your. He didn't even ask you permission before he burned your candle, lady.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
All right, let's go talk to Lopez. That's clearly what I have to do next. The door. I'm guessing. Yeah. I mean, it absolutely would have had a well. And stateless old, that's where they would have gotten their water from way back in the day. Alright, Lopez, where's the well?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Nope, not for you.
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
No.
Well, si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Right?
Great. So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
Oh. Well, that's not good.
Well, you must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Sewer key. Sewer
Any ideas
key.
yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes?
For generations, the Spanish country folk have had a
Don't
secret
say
way
it's a
of
dowsing
locating
rod.
water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Which doesn't work.
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of
It's
it.
baloney.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has.
Everyone's
Okay,
heard of
let's
it,
get
and
straight.
it's a
Un
crop.
momento. It must be a special stick, a Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See, here. That is hazel.
Yeah, indoor plumbing definitely made siege is weird. But yeah, dowsing is total bullshit.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobar.
I don't even know where he
I
pointed
went
out.
over to find a suitable stick.
Okay.
I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Of course not. Got any more ideas, buddy?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
I can't find any usable branches on that hazel tree.
No, que lata.
How am I supposed to find the well without a divining rod?
I have no
Magic.
idea, senor.
Oh, never mind.
A divining rod, you might
you
as
later,
well
Lopez.
just
Adios.
throw a
Senor Stobar.
stone. Throw a stone and dig there. Okay. There's gotta be another hazel tree around. Also, yeah, I mentioned earlier, basically all the accents in this game are terrible. That is also a terrible accent. Are you a hazel tree? I should probably know what a hazel tree looks like.
I went over to find a
am
suitable stick.
allergic to hazelnuts. I'm not deathly allergic, but I'm fairly allergic to hazelnuts.
It was a thin, supple...
Well, he says I'm gonna go into a forest to just find a tree and then I'll die. Okay, do I show that to him?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper end of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
3 days later. Yeah. He ain't helping at all. Letting me look like a total twerp with a stick. Wow, this gardener got real bored, huh? That was like a terrible aim.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
It would have been a lot faster to
This
find.
is where we find the secret of the Templars.
Alright, it would
Hidden
have
here
been.
for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
Yep.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
I have 0 words. You know, it made George spend days fucking around in a field, which is kind of funny. I'm all for George doing useless shit to punish him for
The
being
well
an
had been
asshole.
lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
I'm just gonna save the game, Mr. Han Solo. You know, Lopez is just like, the well was here this whole time? Alright. Ah, the lion, right. This is the thing that was referenced.
From
the
a
lion.
distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Ooh, yoink.
I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Uh-oh. Did I save myself? Did I stop George from dying?
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
Que susto me has dado! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
I mean, really, George, all you had to do was move out of the way. It wasn't that bad a trap. But you know, George's an idiot. Yeah, get George squished, I think, is, Because you know what? He deserves to get squished.
From a distance, close. Hey! I could hear the and I knew.
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
No!
Senor Stobart!
I'm dead! He just stood there while the door fell on him. Oh, that's why I love death scenes in a game. They're hilarious, but it really has to, like, at least George clued me in, like, ooh, this is dangerous. I went, oh, okay, I'll save then. Games that just kill you out of nowhere are a pain in the ass, but that was pretty great.
I need tools to move all that.
Heavy equipment that just wasn't available.
Alright. He got squished.
I wish that I had Leary's flashlight now.
Yeah, why?
It just felt like a pitted stone wall.
Why
I'd
didn't you?
almost been killed for the sake of a red herring.
If you say so?
I wish that I had Leary's flash. It just...
Is that a red herring? Okay. I think it's just too dark, buddy.
In the deep shadows,
Right?
it was hard to make anything out.
So do I need to go back up to the house to get a flashlight? Because clearly this goes in here somewhere, right? This is the key that goes in this door. But I definitely do not have something that can light this up. So maybe there's something in the house that I missed that will let me see what's in there. Yeah, we had a candle, but somebody burned it already. Like, I was like, if only I had that flashlight. It's like, you've kept the plaster, the tissue, the dead buzzer, and a sewer key, but you couldn't keep a hold of a flashlight, buddy. Alright, oh, maybe he has an idea. Do you have a flashlight?
Hi, Lopez. There's some...
Certainly, senor.
It's really dark
Okay,
down there.
yep.
Do you have a flashlight or something?
No. I broke my torch
Course.
only last month.
Of course.
It's so bright up here, but the light's just not getting into the corners.
See, the light, it goes in straight lines.
Is this that I have to bounce the light into
Catch you
the
later,
door?
Lopez.
Do I need a mirror?
Adios, Toba.
Is that what this game is telling me, that I need to get a mirror? And bounce the light into the corner? Oh, okay, game. Come on. Come on, George. Come on, pal. Kind of want him to go around here rather than in the... Yeah, here we go. Let's see if there's anything else around here.
I didn't like the idea of carrying...
Yeah, of course not, George.
Nope. I wasn't going to screw around with Lopez's hose. Now that we were getting on so well.
Alright, buddy. So yeah, I don't think we need to get one of the candles. That was one of the ideas, was like get a candle from the mausoleum, but I think we need to get a mirror. They're talking about light going in straight lines, which I could argue, but you know, physics. So I need a mirror. I didn't see a mirror in the Countess's room. Let's see, can I go in here now? Is there a mirror in here?
It was just a little unless you counted.
Okay, no. Is there a mirror in the Countess's room? I didn't think I saw a mirror. Where do I get a mirror?
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Do you see
What
this?
does this charred tissue suggest to you?
You have pyromaniac tendencies?
Yeah, that's fair. I do.
I'll just have another look around.
Very well.
Hmm. Oh. Is that a mirror? Okay, again, you can't do that. You can't have this whole entry be going over there and then have something I could pick up in here. That's... You know, a lot of people complained about the director's cut. And I agree that the added scenes in the director's cut are bad. I disagree that getting rid of the pixel hunting is a bad thing, because that is not right. That is not right. Also,
The
that,
mirror
yeah,
from
that...
Lopez's utility room. Yep, I was still looking great.
Yeah, you are, buddy. You know, that antelope head is really, really tall. And that suit is really, really small. Man, what a dick move. Yeah, a lot of... Again, it is another thing that plagued old point-and-click adventure games. Right, I also thought about the chalice, but I can't pick up the chalice again. But... I cannot believe that's where the mirror was. Yeah, a lot of these old point-and-clicks had pixel hunting. You had to find the right thing on it. Yeah, we got rid of the chalice. We gave it to her, and I checked earlier. We cannot pick the chalice back up. There really isn't any light to reflect with this mirror. What? Do I put it on here? I've got to use this mirror. I just picked this up. I know this is how you want me to solve this puzzle.
It was a long way down. The brilliant midday sun shone almost directly down the shaft, and I still couldn't see the water.
Okay, so
I'd
you want me
already
to use
risked
it
my neck
there.
with one death-defying leap in Syria. I wasn't about to push my luck again.
Oh, do it, George. Push your luck, buddy. Push your luck. Okay, so I use it here. Okay.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Yeah, no shit, buddy. Put the key in the door. Come on, George.
Open sesame! Another secret door.
That was funny, though. I appreciate with the games that we kill George. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's a bit of a gruesome end to this tale. Found the
Before I left,
children!
though, there was one last thing to do.
They starved to death beneath your house.
You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Yeah, that was cheery. Cheery end to the tale. This game has a bit of a tonal shift problem. Oh fuck, get the fuck out of here!
Welcome back.
Get the
Come
fuck out
in,
of here!
George. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Yeah,
I know.
but what's with him going welcome back as if it was his apartment, lady? You should put a stop to that shit. As I told you, George
The
is
clues
very
led
nice
to
to
an
the old lady.
underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Useless. Yeah.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
No.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
George found that in a cave in
I
Syria.
already told him
Yeah,
that.
where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
Yeah, by a door, because I'm
my
dumb.
cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain
Oh,
death.
sure, buddy.
Cat-like reflexes,
Sure.
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boy.
Meow.
Can we get back to saving the world?
Saucer of milk for one.
My apologies.
He started it.
Well,
Oh, George.
the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much
It
like
looked like a
Britain.
penis.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
Fuck yeah.
It hasn't
My
changed much,
ancestors.
They stopped painting themselves blue.
Ooh, you say that.
except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad.
Shitting
I
on the
set it in
Scots
trial.
now.
The
Alright.
Scots were
Alright.
using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English.
Always.
recently are you talking
Always.
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland.
Yeah.
The Battle of Bannockburn.
Oh
That
no.
would explain the stream on the chessboard.
Oh, no.
That's what a burn is.
Yes,
Right, Andre?
yes.
As in Bannockburn?
Right,
Yes.
George.
Yes.
And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were
Oh,
helped by a
no.
shock force of, well, can't you guess?
No.
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars.
I
They
forgot
are
that's
said
where this
to have
game
turned the tide
goes.
for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
We're going to Scotland. Joyce!
I can't go.
Fuck you, buddy. No one invited you.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
Fuck off,
I
mate.
was.
We
Fuck off,
understand
mate.
you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
Yeah, fuck off, mate. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Scottish accent. I think I've blocked out the memory of the Scottish accents in this game.
Oh, it must be dawn.
Oh, I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland.
It's waiting to
We've
pounce
come
on
a
you,
long
buddy.
way together to get here.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth it.
I've still got the clown's nose.
Why?
So I see. You should throw it away, George.
Yeah. Why do you still have that?
There's something I've been meaning to say to you, Nico.
I wanna fuck
Is
you.
this the right time and place, George?
She
There might not
knows.
be another time. I don't want to waste this chance.
You don't need to say anything.
It's
I
very
wouldn't want to
obvious.
be anywhere else. But here, with you. Now.
That's a bit of a change in attitude. You've basically been shitting on him this entire game.
You're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep?
Sleep? At a time like this?
Excited, huh?
Would you like something to help you sleep, dearie?
Not from you.
I've got some tablets in my bag.
Is that an attempt at a
no.
Scottish accent?
Thank you.
Thanks all the same, ma'am.
Do you want to see my clown nose?
Pardon me?
Yes, my dear.
Do you know what time we're due in Stirling?
6:15, but we're running 8 minutes late.
Would you believe that this clown's nose led us to being on this train tonight?
I would indeed.
No, honestly, You would?
Certainly. You have an honest face.
Sure. Yeah, definitely an attempt. I mean, at least they got where Bannockburn is correct, which is, you know, something. It is, you know, it is a British company. I would certainly hope they got where Bannockburn was. But, yeah. Okay, let's talk
Pardon
to
me.
Hello.
Yes, dear.
Do you know Sterling well?
Yes, I do. Is that where you two lovebirds abound?
Yeah, we...
It's one of the places we thought we'd stay on our holiday.
Be sure to visit the castle, won't you?
Oh, I'm sure it's a neat place. But we are not really interested in history, are we, George?
No.
I suppose espresso bars and boogie-woogie are more your cup of tea.
That's right. There's nothing George enjoys more than a good boogie.
Oh, Nico. Ah, burn.
Is there a church called St. Ninian's at Sterling?
Yes, there is. And I know why you're going there.
Uh-oh.
You do?
Of course I do. It's obvious you're in love.
Yeah, this
You're
is...
eloping, and they say romance is dead.
This accent is really bad. I don't know why I'm shocked, but I think the low quality of the recording sort of combines with a terrible accent to just... Oh,
What's the book you're
mwah.
Oh,
Perfecto.
It's something I picked up at the station. A medieval detective story. Quite well written for that kind of thing. It's been out of print for years.
What's the title of the book?
The Crooked Crusader Caper by Molly
Molly
Pegram.
Pegram,
I
huh?
assumed the author was a woman, but apparently not. His real name is...
Professor Nigel Pegram.
That's right. Do you know him?
No, I never met him.
George is a great fan of his, though.
Let's leave. Fuck off. I'm off.
Where are you going, George?
Lulu!
Do I need to spell it out?
Don't snap at me. If you're going to take a leak, why don't you say so?
Agreed.
Okay, I'm going to take a leak.
Agreed. Like, was that so hard, buddy?
L-E-A-K.
Tickets, please.
Oh, hi.
That's a standard full-price peak return. Don't you have a senior citizen's rail card?
I rarely travel by train. My ticket is perfectly valid, is it not?
Well, yeah, but you could have
Oh my
stayed
god,
at
is he
one-third
from
of the cost.
Aberdeen?
I do not need to indulge in puffling thriftiness.
This guy's from Aberdeen.
Blimey, you're a funny old bird and no mistake.
Like, this has actually happened to my brother, like, on a
Tickets,
bus.
please, sir.
Here.
Like, my brother paid full price for a ticket and the bus driver said, oh, you could have gotten this cheaper if you got on a different bus. I'm like, no, we'll just get on this
Off to
bus.
Sterling, eh?
Like, I was like,
Yeah.
no, you could have
Well,
gotten
I
it cheaper.
hope you
You
won't
could
be
have gotten it
disappointed.
cheaper.
It's a miserable place this time of year.
Yeah,
Still,
it is.
There's plenty of pubs and a lovely view from the castle.
Thank you.
So, like, I was about to say this is a caricature, but no, that's totally
I
true.
don't want to worry you, but there was something familiar about that guy.
Are you sure? You're tired. Perhaps you're mistaken.
Maybe. But I didn't like the look in his eyes when he spoke to you.
Can I get up to pee now?
Can't you sit still, George?
No.
I need to go to the John.
While you're there, check out the buffet car, George. Unthinkable though it is, I am hungry enough to eat English food.
Okay.
That's fair. That book is huge. It's kind of cartoonishly huge. Ah, good. I have free reign of the train now.
I didn't want to wake him. To be frank, without a cold water hose, I didn't think I could wake him.
Hello.
Hi. Having a party?
Yeah.
No, this is breakfast. Come on, join us, man. Way, Basha, wake up, man. What's company?
His breath was like the outlet from a chemical factory.
Excuse my mate, he's taking a nap. Sleeping like a bobby. I'll wake him up when we get to Newcastle.
We passed through Newcastle half an hour ago.
Yeah.
And I never noticed.
Oh shit, my brother lives in Newcastle. That's a Newcastle accent, alright.
What is that stuff you're drinking? It
Hi,
smells like
Jordies.
gasoline.
Aye, I'll put hairs in your chest, like.
And your eyeballs too, by the looks of you.
Oh, there's definitely a train. There's a bunch of trains in Britain. One east and one west coast. So yeah, a train up to Stirling, you probably would go through Newcastle.
See you later.
There we go. I was like, how do I leave? Just let his friends sleep forever. Oh, don't think there's anything in here? No, alright, we just went into an empty bit. Sounds like me. Oh, what purpose did any comedy Geordie serve? Okay, so that's the back end. Okay. I can only go left. Alright. They're basically just backdropping. Oh my god, the music sting needs to stop. Please calm down. Yeah, I like the French fortune teller lady, and yeah, it's taking shots in Newcastle.
The door was locked.
We'll get to drunk Scotsman at some point, I'm sure. Once this music sting goes away.
The door was locked.
Unless it's just the music of this fucking train. Holy shit. Uh-oh!
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
That gangster creep from the hotel, Guido. Well, he didn't scare me. Hey,
Scares
Buster,
me.
This is a no-smoking...
George! What the fuck,
Okay,
George?
maybe he did scare me. It got worse. I suddenly realized who the conductor had reminded me of. Eklund, Marquet's murderer.
Sec, the music volume is absolutely fucking murdering me at the minute. Okay, hopefully it was actually just the sting. Let me... See, I already turned the music right down and the stings are so bloody loud. Let's...
I really didn't want to shoot the breeze with this guy.
Oh, you're not gonna let me get murdered now, okay.
The door was locked.
Let's go tell Nico we're on a train with a bunch of murderers. And Geordies, but you know. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
I should have known better than to leave Nico and the old lady alone.
Yeah, old lady.
Suddenly, the sword of Baphomet took second
Wait,
place
what?
to finding the girl I loved.
George, what? You just met her. And she's made it very clear she's not interested, George. Let it go. Let it go, buddy.
The door was locked.
Alright, comedy Geordies, help me out, buddies. If she ain't helpless, Nico's great.
Hey, buddy. Did you see what happened to the young woman in the next compartment?
No, Paula, Divin, have you lost her, like?
She's disappeared. The old lady, too. I think they're in trouble.
Oh, wait, man, an old lady, too?
Yeah. You gotta help me.
Maybe they went to the toilet, like?
I don't think so.
They never go on their own. Always in pairs, you know?
No, she's been abducted, I'm sure. I've got to go look for her.
What's stopping you, pal?
The conductor. He's not what he seems.
You want to avoid him, like?
That's about it, yeah.
No problem.
Their attempt to write a Geordie accent is really fucking hilarious, to be honest.
Listen, I need your help.
What's the matter?
There's a guy on this train who's trying to kill me.
Relax, man. You wouldn't have tried nothing with us in Basharia. We are veterans, like, so action at Brightlingsea.
I don't recall the British Army being involved in a conflict at anywhere called Brightlingsea.
Well, you just take it from me, pal. You're in safe hands.
Alright, pal. Alright.
See you later.
Okay.
Give it to it, pal. Don't jump.
I don't intend to jump. I'm going to climb on top of the train.
You're kidding, aren't you?
Just watch me.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Hold on there, pal. I'll give you a hand, like.
Yeah, now jump from there. Oh my god, that sprite. Yeah, a hand, mate. A bunch of people in chat missed it, so I'm gonna save when I'm on the roof and kill him again, because that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Alright guys, watch this once I save. George, no! You touch this! You don't touch electrified things, I guess? Can I just walk past it? Is that okay? No? No, he has to touch it. I'm like, walk past it, George. No, he has to touch it. Okay. Alright, George. Is there another one on this side? Because I know I can go down there. No, there's just nothing there. Okay. That's a way to roadblock here, I guess. George, touch the electric. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, well, this is going well. I'm gonna get George shot a bunch.
Let's talk this over like reasonable people, Eklund. I can explain everything.
Ah, yeah! Woo! Yeah, I think that was Khan. I think so. Okay, okay, axe didn't work. Okay. Oh no, I see what it is. I see what I have to get now. I see it. Oh shit. Didn't mean to restart. As we click and enter, the game did not like that.
As I pick my life.
Yeah. Store is what I wanted, not restart. That's what I
always
want.
wanted to stop a train.
Emergency
Now
brake.
was my chance.
Emergency brake right there. I can't believe that worked.
You saved our lives, but why?
We were always on the same side, Stobart. Different causes, but a common enemy.
The Knights Templar?
Don't call them that. The real Templars were a noble foe. These barbarians have no right to that name. These men are no better than dogs.
What are the Neo-Templars after? What is the Sword of Baphomet?
Not what you think, my friend. It is a weapon, yes, but one which our enemies will find difficult to wield. A double-edged sword. A power older than Dimolay, older than Solomon.
We'll stop them. You and me together. And Nico.
And Nico.
My journey ends.
She's over there.
At the Garden of Paradise.
You're talking in riddles. Can't you tell me straight what they're after?
The sword symbolizes a colossal energy caused by the alignment of the Earth's natural power fields.
Which are focused at St. Ninian's.
The energy endowed the Templars with the power which made them great. A power which made them charismatic to such an extent they could control the will of all around them.
A double-edged sword, and wow, that music is still very aggressive. A double-edged sword is a phrase. So yeah. Yeah, we are doing ley lines.
How did you escape from the bull's head?
It is a long walk from the cliff of the bull to the village, Stobart. Fortunately, I know the ways of the wilderness. Also, I have a sister who keeps a garage.
Alright, you joke while you die, mate. You do that. Do you want to see my nose?
Maybe not.
Well, bye.
May Allah guide you to our enemies.
Thanks.
One last thing.
Oh god, maybe you should have told us this before you died, you idiot.
What is it? He's dead.
If it was important, you should have said it before talking about the bull's head, you know? Maybe? Maybe? No?
I couldn't think of a single way the extinguisher would be of use in the absence of a fire.
It's a large metal object. What do you want, George?
Nico looked good, even in ropes.
Gross. Gross, George. Gross.
Don't even think about it, George.
What? Who?
Look me straight in the eye and tell me you weren't thinking of using that axe on Eklund.
Don't be foolish, woman. I was gonna use it on you.
How do I untie her?
Nico looked good. Nico looked... Underneath that heap of tumbled crates was...
Do I just leave? Seems a bit mean.
Where do you think you're going?
Right?
Don't worry, I hadn't forgotten about you.
Untie me this instant, George Stobart.
Right?
I will, when I'm ready.
George? George?
That's not fair, George.
No.
You took advantage while my hands were tied.
George?
Necklin pointed that gun at me. I thought I was gonna die. I thought of all the things I'd never get to do. And kissing you was at the top of my list.
George.
George?
Creep.
Uh-huh.
George, we've got to get off the train. Eklund could recover at any time.
So what are we waiting for?
You. Asshole. Yeah, George
are you
just
doing?
fucking...
I'm out of here.
Not that door. Do you want to end up like Flap?
Not especially. I hope he was traveling on a return ticket.
That door? Yeah, no, George just sexually assaulted Nico, which I forgot about. Oof. It's supposed to be, it's like in a romantic comedy. It's supposed to be, oh, saved from the villain. Gross. That was gross, George. No, we really need to talk to George about consent.
I'd feel happier if we had a gun or something.
Khan gave me something.
What?
His handbag.
Oh, great. If we run into any killers, we can give them a good buffeting. Didn't he have any weapons?
You don't know the half of it. This bag's full of C4.
C4?
Wow. Why didn't you say so? Boy, we'll show him now. What's C4?
Plastic, George.
We're going to shop our way to victory?
2 kilos of plastic explosives.
Why do you not know what C4 is, George?
No problem. We'll buy a box of matches somewhere.
No,
It doesn't
no.
work that way. It takes a small explosion to start the big explosion.
Well, that's not much use then. What does that sign say?
Apparently, during the English Civil War in the mid-17th century, this place was used as an arms dump.
Yeah? What happened?
Look at the state of this place, George. You work it out.
Oh, stray spark?
You got it. The tower was the only thing to survive the blast.
I hope the explosion didn't destroy
No.
the Sword of Baphomet.
No.
Do you? I rather hope it did.
Alright, I do remember this part of the game is actually the end of the game. So it looks like I might actually finish today, although I do still want to show off the, added scene, the other added Nico scene. I have no idea how long that'll take. It may be a stream on its own, I'll have to see. But yeah, we might actually finish Broken Sword today, because this, I absolutely remember this place. I actually remember this really well. It's one of the only things in the game I actually really, really remember.
A large arch led into the tower.
Maybe because it's in Scotland, I remember this bit. I do have to be careful, because shit can kill you in this game.
Examining the demon more closely, I realized something about its face. It was a clever illusion. No matter where I stood, the eyes weren't looking at me. There was a simple reason. The demon didn't have any eyes.
Yeah, sorry, there are no Scottish stereotypes, because we never really go to Scotland. We just go to this ruined bit. Now I know that I have to dig in here.
I scrabbled around in the rubble and found an old clay pipe with a broken stem.
See, because I remember getting stuck here. And for some reason, George decides that this pile of junk is better than all the rest.
Under one of the stones, I found a metal coin which was green with age.
And he just basically, you just pick up stuff here until he stops picking up stuff.
It was caked with soil, but what I'd found was a small cog and spindle.
I mean, the good thing about this bit is it's kind of hard to get stuck, really, because you are basically limited. Like, you can't go back to Paris and go back to the museum and the hotel or the hospital and not know where to go. You're just stuck here. There's only so many things you can interact with.
With mounting excitement, I felt something between my fingers. It was short, hard, and black. Something I hadn't expected to find here. It was a plastic pen top.
Alright. That's fair. Yeah, I guess the casting director was like, no, we don't have any Scots, but we can get you someone from Newcastle. That's close enough, right? Yeah, the game dumped all... There we go. Really exhausted it. But the game dumped all your items and gives you a fresh slate here. Which basically Simon the Sorcerer also did, and I quite like that because it's a lot harder to screw yourself over in a tiny area.
The handle turned easily and the larger wheel began to revolve.
Damn! Then the handle came off in my hand.
Alright. Let's try this again. Oh, let's just nick, yeah, let's just
Now that
nick
the
all these
handle
bits.
was gone, it was easy to remove the cog and spindle.
We're just a thief, really. Ooh, okay, so we got two different sized cogs.
The cog was mounted on a short, slim spindle. The cog was one of those objects I wished I hadn't carried in my pocket.
But you were okay with the sewer key?
It was the handle from the church tower's winding mechanism. It had cog teeth.
Oh yeah, this is the end of the game. I know. I remember this very vividly.
It was an old coin.
I remember the very start of this game and the very end of this game. I played it in 2012. Not for the first time then, but that was certainly the most recent time I played it. When Vickers had cancer, I brought the Broken Sword trilogy with me to do on my laptop.
It was a black plastic. The pipe could have been anything from 50 to several hundred years old.
So yeah, I don't know why I remember this bit the most. I do remember you could do...
It was a black...
You can do some stupid shit here as well.
I pushed the pen top into the mouth, and it disappeared somewhere inside the statue. It had probably gone straight to Biro Hell.
Totally had. Alright, I have to... Yeah, here we go. You see, like, the eyes in the mouth look like, holes. So I have
The cog was mounted...
Wrong clee, that one, there we go.
The cog slipped...
I had to put the other one in.
With a rasp of metal on stone, I eased the second eye into place.
And then I use the handle.
I pushed the handle into the demon's mouth. The cogs all meshed. I began to turn.
William Wallace, potential. Well, I mean, it depends if this was before or after the Battle of Bannockburn. Because, like, William Wallace wasn't really fighting demons, he was fighting the English, so...
Nico?
Hey, Nico. It's a short interlude. No, I guess I don't get to speak to you with anything. Alright. As always, copious saving. That's true. Yeah, that's true. The English are demons. You're absolutely right, chat.
Flickering torches, I realized the bogus Templars had beaten us to the sword. But where were they now? And why was it so quiet?
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
No, Georges!
What?
Leave the torch right where it is. In case you haven't noticed, the crypt is full of gunpowder.
So what? Don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust.
No? You think I'm a jerk, don't you?
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
silly, Georges.
Yeah.
Keep your voice down. I thought I heard something. Like chanting.
You are a jerk, George. Alright. Hell yeah!
Listen, I can definitely hear
They're the
chanting.
French, Canadian, Quebec, yeah.
You're right.
Everyone hates
I
the
hear it
English.
too. What do you suppose they're doing?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were holding some kind of satanic sex ritual.
Really, Nico?
So, what are we waiting for? Shh!
Yeah, I'm gonna get George blown up. Hell yeah! Half Scot, half English.
Will you look at that? Baphomet. Lobino was right. This place was ancient even to the Templars.
Keep your voice down.
This is Baphomet?
Finally, the truth. The Templars had never worshipped this graven image, no more than they'd worship a rainbow. But, like a rainbow, They regarded it as a symbol of a covenant with God, who'd revealed this place to them.
Rosso! Why, the double-dealing treacherous?
Yeah, you remember that dude, right? He was a cop.
On the contrary, Inspector Rosso has been the model of obedience, an important quality in a true Templar. Now be quiet and watch, if you wish to live much longer.
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to witness the reforging of the sword that was broken. Here before God's sentinel, Baphomet.
Baphomet's a demon. What, you missed that chapter? Yeah, George, sit still and watch, buddy.
Grand Master and Knight of Baphomet, we salute and pledge our obedience
Baphomet
to you.
is totally a demon.
I salute you, gatekeeper of the temple. Seven centuries ago,
It's like
our
worshipping
great
Asmodeus. Like, well done, you're worshipping a demon.
was lost to us. Now we prepare to reforge it, to wield against new enemies. As the tired millennium dies, and this world looks for new leaders, we shall not fail. We shall lead the people to a new order, wherein all borders will dissolve.
I will say it's true to history, I
All
think.
will be united under the Red Cross of the Templars.
The Templars were accused of worshipping Baphomet. I believe. Usually he's like depicted as a dude with a goat's head. And wings. He's definitely that way in the, like, Shin Megami Tensei series, anyway. Oh, dude! Get murdered! So this game is at least... While that guy gets electrocuted, this game is at least a little bit rooted in facts, or at least history. Alright. What happened to that dude?
George, we have watched your efforts to stop us with respect. But surely you realize that you have been misled by our enemies. Both of us want a better world.
Sure.
Fortunately, no harm has been done.
Alright, buddy.
We need determined, resourceful men.
Really? George? You want George?
Join us in true brotherhood.
Nah.
Yeah. True. Wait. Brothers? What about Marquet? What about Pegram and Klausner? You didn't look on them as brothers, only as failures. 3 men dead, and you don't give a damn.
Yeah.
George, you know that sacrifices are necessary. Every great undertaking.
Join you? I'll see you in hell first.
There is a guy pointing a gun at us.
George, I had great hopes.
There's a guy pointing a gun at us. Maybe don't want to yell at them.
Eklund,
Right?
kill him.
Biff! We're very bad at this. Whoa, hello. Saved. Hey, Rosso.
I swear, I just wanted things to be right.
Jesus, everybody's just dying. Those assist kills are going up. Yeah, that's how he gets disarmed. She slowly turns around him and kicks it out her hand. By the way, you know that gunpowder we may have seen on our way out here?
Well, well. If it isn't the great detective and his beautiful assistant.
Sure.
It's going to be a pleasure killing the pair of you.
Josh, what are we going to do?
Gonna hopefully very quickly save and win the game. I really should show me dying, but whatever.
Come on, Nico. We're leaving.
You fools! You cannot escape us. Guido! Stop them.
But master, the powder!
That powder is from the English Civil War. You fool. It's over 300 years old.
Very? It's been protected from the elements, so...
Or in her handbag, to be exact. A handbag full of plastic explosives.
Maybe, but this stuff is brand new.
Oh.
And Nico saves the day! Yeah, that isn't how C4 works.
You know, you'll never be able to write your story now.
I don't care. I've got what I want.
Huh?
Just tell me one thing, George. Is our life together always going to be this crazy?
Yeah. Yeah. They break up before the second game, spoiler. Alright, there we go. That was Broken Sword 1, and that's how it ends. Oh god, sorry, I'm gonna... God, is it still loud? I'm trying to turn it down. God, that's fucking loud. Right, Okay. Yeah, they get, like, back together, like, every single game. It's kind of incredible. Yeah, so that is Broken... 5 was the kickstarted one. 4 is the really bad one. 4 is not good. Yeah, 5 is the recent one that was kickstarted. This was a video game. Oh, that ending is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I'll get to 4 at some point. I will go through the entire series. Not in a row. This will not... I'm not going to play 2 for the next point and click, although... I did like 2 more than this one, although I hit a game-breaking bug in 2 and had to stop playing it. 4, I think either 4 or 5 has a goat puzzle. This one had the infamous goat puzzle in it. If you want to look at that video at some point. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound back up a bit. Okay, yep, we're buried, yep, Oh no. Yeah, let's give Nico a purse for like explosives. That's how we'll end the game, yeah. A fucking jungle. That jungle is where my game-breaking bug happened, and I actually never finished Broken Sword 2. At least not this time I played it. Oh my god, that is so aggressively loud. I really apologize if this isn't... I'm trying to dampen it, but it's not really working very well, I don't think. Yeah, this version has a director's cut, and so does the second one. The second game's director's cut is a lot better than this version's director's cut. So yeah, next week I will do the extra Nico scene that they added in the director's cut. Because I already showed off the first one, and that took way longer than I expected it to. And then I guess next week I'll also see about starting a new game. I guess I'll have to figure out what one that is. Probably, actually, Sam & Max Season 3. I think I've done 2 games in between this and Season 2, I want to say. So yeah, I will actually start Sam & Max Season 3 either next week or in 2 weeks' time for Point and Click Wednesday. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed Broken Sword. It's definitely... God, it's definitely got its issues, and so many of its issues stem from old point-and-clicks games. Pixel hunting was a staple that was always bad, and yet so many people are really apologists for pixel hunting. But it was basically a way for game developers to make their games last longer. If you couldn't find the item on the screen you needed for a later puzzle, you know, it added like an hour to your game time in the times before, like, video game guides were really ubiquitous. Like, you couldn't just go on Game FAQs and look up a guide that easily. So yeah, a lot of its problems stem from that. It has a really weird tone issue. It does jump back and forth between comedy hijinks and then dead children in a well. So, and it doesn't tell you that you can right-click on things, and it really should tell you that. A lot of recent point-and-clicks have control schemes, which really help. I played Monkey Island 1 before this on stream, and I think Monkey Island 1 is better. I think it's slightly less obtuse. I think it's shorter. And I think Guybrush is a bit more likable than George. George isn't totally unlikable. He's actually really nice to the old Countess lady. But he can just be a bit of a jerk. And it very much the jerk point-and-click protagonist was an archetype of the time. And of later point-and-clicks, a lot of newer point-and-clicks were pure point-and-clicks decided to keep the asshole protagonist because it was a staple of the genre back then. I think it was just it was easier to write. I think people enjoyed writing it. It's a bit like writing a bad review is a lot more fun than writing a good review in a lot of cases. But I did still, I'm saying all these bad things about it, but I did still enjoy it. Some of the puzzles were kind of fun. There were some funny moments in there. The accents were all terrible. I mostly enjoyed the terrible accents, I have to say, even though they were all terrible. But you kind of have to roll with that. Yes, George at the end, that bit I forgot about him and Nico is real bad. And also very much a staple of the 90s. Like, romantic comedies did that, and still do that shit constantly, and no. Very not good of George right there. But overall, I had fun. I got stuck a few times, but not as often as I thought I would. I did, for the most part, manage to figure out its weird logic, apart from when it made me do weird shit like the goat. And most of its puzzles are talk to this person, talk to other people, find the dialogue options. So it's kind of visual novel-y in that way, in a weird sense. But I hope you guys had fun watching. That's the most important part, is you guys having fun with me. And as I said, next week I will do the next Nico scene. I'm gonna see how long it is. I won't play through it, but I'll try to see, like, maybe through YouTube videos, how long people take to beat it, so I know whether I'm starting Sam & Max next week or the week after. I definitely want to show off the other Nico scenes, because I think the other Nico scenes add some details that are completely unnecessary and quite spoilery. The first one is really quite spoilery and doesn't really fit. But that's for next week, so guys, look forward to that. A bit of extra, and I'll show the differences with the director's cut. And then we'll get back to Sam & Max Season 3, which I really like Sam & Max Season 3. I really like the Sam & Max Telltale games. They're real good. Anyway, I've been signing off for ages, but we'll see you guys... Okay, there won't be any stream tomorrow, because Vickers will be doing cards with Ty on his channel at 8. They're doing a review of draft cards. So they did one last week. If you didn't see that, they went through all the Fire and Justice cards, and then we go through another couple of sets of cards this week. That'll be on Ty Tuesday's channel. And we'll be back for Fast Friday, and we'll probably be back at some point with our recordings of FF5. So, see you guys later. Bye everyone, and thanks again for the resub, Nineboat.